Hello everyone, and welcome to build day 5 for the Prelude of the Chambered version 2. Let me reconfigure my screen here so it fits better, more centered. There we go, something about like that I think that looks good. Alright, now if you remember from last week's episode 4, we discovered a very unfortunate piston glitch in the image memory that it pretty much renders it, I hesitate to use the word useless, but useless. So we're going to have to make some adjustments again. Basically what the plan is, myself and a bunch of my wonderful viewers sat here for probably the last half hour, maybe hour of last week's broadcast, trying to figure out a workaround, and we came up with some pretty clever stuff, but unfortunately none of it worked. And so we're going to have to make some changes because of a piston update glitch. Mainly involving the redstone being here and the piston being here. The system doesn't work. It hangs up because of the block update glitch. So what we have to do is we have to respace all of this out and put an extra gap between the piston base here and the row above it. And so the way that we're going to do that is basically I'm just going to start moving all this stuff up, and let's see, hang on a second here. Livestream froze. Is Livestream froze for everybody else? I'm going to check it here. Hold on, let me look at my my thingy here. That's right, Scar, you are famous. No, I haven't hopped on TeamSpeak yet, Mort. I intend to do that very shortly. I just kind of want to get the review going here. Everything seems to be going on okay here. Oh, good, it's back. Anyway, so we're going to be splitting this all up once again, moving these all up by 1 each. I've already put the memory, the data is already stored in here, the visual data. So we'll fortunately be able to retain that information. Hello, Chronos Z. I did check out your suggestion. I decided not to go with it, just mainly because I didn't really have much time to experiment with it. It might work. I don't know 100% for sure. The other suggestion that you had for the new row type won't work because the reason that the pistons are there is that it allows the data, like this data row here, for example, when activated, to block any of the data coming behind it, as long as it's supposed to. I guess it's hard to understand if you don't kind of have an idea already, but yeah. So I can't really get rid of the pistons. I have to have something to block stuff behind it. Hello, Red. So let's see. Basically, what I'm going to be doing is splitting this up some more. I've got to tear out this adapter here and rebuild that because the spacing is going to be different. So I've also got to move the screen up. Oh, one thing I've noticed. Somebody, I don't know who, went through and changed and added like a wall of glass here to take advantage of the lighting bug, if you will, that that glass produces. So I like the way that it looks as far as the screen behind it. Like, because as you can see, like these two wool are the same color, but the glass is casting a shadow somehow onto the wool to make it darker. It adds a very, very nice contrast to the whole screen. But unfortunately, it looks terrible. The default glass looks. I mean, it would look pretty well. I'm guessing it would look pretty good if you used a different texture pack. If you used a specialty texture pack, I'm sure that this would look. The glass would look. You can make the glass look pretty clear, and you wouldn't have the white crap and stuff in there that blocks it. But I don't know. Like, I like the look. I don't really like the idea of having to use a specialty texture pack with it. I prefer my stuff to be vanilla friendly, so people can just like jump right into it. But at the same time, it wouldn't be the first time that I've used a texture pack to increase the visibility of a screen. So I'm not opposed to the idea. Either way, I mean, it still works. Like, if we take and get rid of this glass. Yeah, Mort, I know I have been keeping up with the new information about block ID 36. I don't know if I can't really test it here because we have block 36 disabled on our server. I'll test it elsewhere. But what I am going to do is take a look and see if it also causes that same lighting glitch, the lighting, the darkness. Speaking of darkness, hang on a second. Let me change this. At noon. P-time at noon. Ta-da! Cool stuff. So if block 36 also causes this lighting glitch, then I would like to use block 36. I think it would be it would look great because it's see-through and it would cause the contrast, and that would be fantastic. That'd be ideal. Block 36 causes the same effect as glass. Perfect. You just figured that out for me. I'll probably have a version of this with block 36. When I copy this over, when it's all said and done and complete as a schematic, I'm going to I'll add a face of block 36 to it to add to the contrast, because I can't, like I said, I can't do that on the server. Yeah, I mean, as long as it casts that same shadow glitch, it would look great, and it would get rid of the weird, funky white glass problem. But again, that's for later on when this thing's about ready to be released. Wooden Stair 5 does about the same. Well, let's try it. Let's see if that works. No, come back. Come back. Thank you. Okay. Set Wooden Stair 5. Ooh. We have a invisible block. Excellent. And it doesn't even matter if it let's see if it causes that same thing. Give me a second. I'm going to see if it causes the lighting glitch. Set Wooden Stair 5. Yeah, Wooden Stair 5 doesn't appear to have that same lighting glitch. Let's try removing this block and putting some wool there instead. Oops. Whatever. Let's get rid of the glass. Invisible block. Yeah, it doesn't look like it causes the lighting glitch, which is unfortunate. So, Icy Dead Kitten says pistonless design. Oh, are you also Chronos Z? Pistonless design does inhibit throws. It's set to. Well, let's try it. I mean, like I said, I didn't really get a chance to experiment with it, like I wanted to. So I can't say for sure whether it does or not. At first glance, it didn't look like it did. But if it does, then hey, that sounds great. Let's roll with that. Let's see if we make. Yeah, see, glass has that. Alright. Glass causes a shadow. Block 36 does, or not, it's actually not block 36. The stair, the invisible stair block, does not cast that shadow. So that block won't work. But it's a good thought. It's a good thought. Worth experimenting for sure. Explosion of random invisible wood. I don't. More layers of stairs. I don't know if more layers of stairs will help or do anything. I mean, if one doesn't do it, then I don't know. I don't think that any more will do it. But I don't know. I don't know. All right. Give me just a second here. I'm gonna pull up. I'm going to get in here and see about that way. Let's see here. Give me just a second. I'm pulling up the link to Kronos's or I See Dead Kittens design. So give me just a minute here. Forums. Check my messages. That's what it was. Alright. Or I See Dead Kittens can just rebuild it like that. Sure, that works also. You would probably be able to better build it faster than I can. That's for sure. Hi, Gooding. So yeah, go ahead. I am all eyes. I would say ears, but we're not actually talking, so. Anyway, while you do that, I'm going to experiment some more with our little, what's it called? The 30, not 36 block, but the wooden stair thing, block stuff. Give me a second here. I gotta put the wool back in my inventory. Let's do that. And protector rail. And why do I have a feeling that I'm being encased in wool? I don't know. It's an odd sensation. I don't know where that's coming from. Alright. It got really dark all of a sudden. Oh my god. Barrett, come here and take a look at this. Okay. TP to Mort. What do we got, Mort? Interesting. Alright. It sure does. Definitely cannot deny that it casts a shadow. That is really, really weird. Just throwing that out there. Alright, yeah, so let's make it work. I can certainly make that work on mine too. So let's go back to my lovely, and let's see. First, we're gonna expand that out. Look like they had it set to 3, so let's do that. Expand 3. I guess that's a little too much, but oh well, that works. Set wooden stair 5 to create a a super dark. That just like got rid of everything. Man, that's not gonna work at all. Oh, That's actually kind of funny looking. It just like instantly darkened everything. Undo. Let's alright, let's experiment with this. I'm not gonna give up on it entirely, of course, but let's experiment on this. Alright, so set. Oh, hey, Assassin. So we'll need to restart in a few minutes for security updates. Okay, well, then that's I'll be down for 5 to 10 minutes. In the middle of my broadcast. Really? Alright. Nah, it's fine, Assassin. Don't even worry about it. I would rather be more secure and stuff. I'm sure I can find something for you people to entertain. The purpose of this glass is somebody put this here. It's causing a shadow on the but only up against this this wall. So it creates a nice contrast, and as you can see, we've got the dark and the light from the activated ones and stuff. I have not seen the new test server. I have not had the opportunity to be on at all. I was actually in Seattle earlier this week, just down for a day trip. So I haven't really been home to be able to hop on Minecraft. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. Go on single player experiment 36. I don't have, of course, I don't have world edit set up or single player command set up. I didn't do that after the last update. Oh well. Let's see. Let's expand this out. Let's see. Expand 1. Okay. Now let's set wooden stair 5, and let's see what that looks like. No, that really doesn't work at all. That does not work. Shoot. Well, yeah, I know it can make block 36. So I suppose I could make some block 36 and see what it did or what it does. I suppose I could mess around with that. But I do know that that this is not going to work. Instead of casting just a nice shadow on the ones that are close to it, it casts a shadow onto everything, pretty much blocking it off. I mean, which makes sense considering how the lighting engine works. And I'm guessing that we're going to have the same issue with block 36, because block 36 pretty much has the same properties as a normal block, which would just block all the light. So, Icy Kitten says. Alright, let's see what we got here. So, what do we got? Data system. Let's say this is, which way is this the front here, over here, on this side? Front? I'm guessing, because everything's pointing that direction. Yeah, we'll just assume that's the front. So let's say we turn that on. I'm guessing, let's see. Looks like we're gonna have to shut all this off, maybe? We turn all that on. Let's see. So if those are 3, let's say we want these 2 to be on. Yeah, see, that's where the problem lies. I mean, because this is essentially just, this is regular RAM. It's just standard RAM. And that won't work. Because, like, this would be on, and this would be on. But this would only allow for those 2 to pass on. If that makes sense to you. I don't know if you're... I hope you're listening. Kronos, or Icy. I don't know, I'm going to say Kronos, because that's easier to say than Icy Dead Kittens. Although not as funny to say. Okay, so yeah, that's That's why that system, like standard ROM, is not going. Okay. If this is on and this is on, then this should be blocking these. So this, see how these three are on? In other words, this middle one, by this being on, this middle one needs to be off, if that makes sense. And that's how the occlusion culling system works, and that's why there's the pistons, because the pistons will block that signal from getting through. So hopefully that makes sense. If you have more questions, I'm willing to help. I think the server's on the verge of going down. It should be going down here shortly. I haven't really gotten much done yet, but well, I guess got some done. We're experimenting with it. There, now it works. Okay. Let's see. What do we got? What do we got? 30 seconds. No, that won't work. Because what if there's a torch here? Or here. Be back for a few minutes. This is terrible. Alright. So it's gonna be back down. It's gonna go down and be back up in a few minutes, which is fine. Let's see. I'm going to do some other stuff. I think I'm going to try and experiment with block 36, like it's been recommended. So it's gonna go down, and then I'm going to fire up my own personal server. That is just a rinky-dink server that my girlfriend and I play around on, and we're going to experiment around with that. That won't work because there might be more. There's like, come back soon. Okay, I'll be back soon. I'll explain later. But the reason why it doesn't work is because there's I can't selectively create. I can't just chop out chunks of the image, like not put the image data there, because I'll need that image data. So each row has to be an entire picture. And because the pictures sometimes overlap, I have to be able to cut off part of one of the pictures without like going through it, or without erasing that data from the ROM. So I have to have like a couple of images overlap, and as soon as like the one that's in front of it or on top of it shuts off, to be able to show that the full image underneath it. It's part of the occlusion culling process, and that's why there's the pistons. All right. Well, anyway, let me hop on here. This is my own little rinky-dink server. This is actually my exploration server. Huh. And it just went randomly. Okay. Well, that's new. Well, I'm not sure what Minecraft is freaking out about right now. But it just went dark. Oh. Right. Okay. Hang on a second. I have to adjust my properties, because normally in my regular server, I just I have flying turned off, so I got to turn flying back on. True. Okay. I don't know why that caused Minecraft to freak out and lock up, but it did. So we'll close that and open it back up. Bear with me here. I'm kind of looking forward to playing around with the new update. Hopefully our server gets updated soon. And a lot of that is dependent on, Bucket. Because that is what our server runs on. Chrono says each inhibitor row can be set to a specific set of columns. It blocks whatever array of columns is set to block. I'm gonna. Well, the easiest way to do that, the easiest way to go through, is to show you what I need it to do. Because I've actually spent hours talking with Redstone Warrior about various systems, and oh no, not this invalid server key thing. That's a terrible. There we go. Yeah. Okay. I've kind of I don't want to spend like this entire episode debating it, but I will definitely look into it some more, and see if we can get it working, and I'll let you, by all means, see if you can get it to work too. Hang on, let me move this over here. Let's see. Give Barrick 36. Is it 30? God, it's been a long time since I've done this one. Nope. That's not it. At least it doesn't seem to be placing anything. I can't place block 36. Maybe it's block 39. I honestly don't know. Let's try that. Oops. Give Barrick 39, 64. 39 is mushrooms. Mushrooms are also not what we want. So toss that. It is 36. That's what I thought. See, I got 36. I can't seem to place the 36. Why can I not place it? Oh, okay. Yeah, everybody's saying RMB 9797 and you Mariko are saying that it has to be done in McEdit. Here, this is what we'll do. Let's build the structure that we want out of it. Out of cobblestone, because cobblestone's cheap. Whatever. I don't even care. Yeah, right now I'm on my own personal server because the RDF server is temporarily down for maintenance. So we're gonna just build this up, build this up. I don't know if I have any wool on me, because yeah, I don't think I do. Toss. Get rid of the evil block 36. Let's see. So give Barrick wool. There's no item ID. I don't remember what the item ID is. Shoot. Trying to think of an easy way to do this. Screw it. Let's just let's do it I'll just do it in McEdit. Oops, actually. Alright. Is it 35? I don't know. Give Barrick 35. It is! Thank you. Appreciate that. Let's toss that. Let's see if we can. I keep picking up that stupid block 36. Alright. Block. Pow. Alright, so this is going to be our wool. And we're going to place some block 36 on top of that, and let's see what happens. Alright, so we'll disconnect. I'll shut down my server. I'll go in with McEdit, which is somewhere McEdit. There it is. Okay. Load a world. AT version 1. I got a lot of worlds on here. Oh, right, I'm going to have to load the world over. Ugh, goodness. There's always complications, you know? Always. 64 pixels. Nope. That's not what I wanted. I wanted app data. Roaming. Minecraft. Where is it? It's been a while since I've done this. Is it saves? Yeah, it saves. Okay. Let's copy. Paste. I'm going to call this Jesse Net. Alright, yeah, that's good. Okay. Because that's the server. Load world. Jesse Net, there it is. Yay! Okay. Let's see what happens. Oh, hello. Alright. You know, I have no idea where I put that. Like, I was not at my main base when I did build that. I have no idea where I was. That's terrible. Let's see. Alright, well, let me load up the server and figure out where I am so I know where to go and make edit. Or we could just hop back on the build server because apparently the RDF server's back up. Woohoo! RDF server's back up! Alright, well, let's do that. Because that's a lot easier than trying to get the rest of that to work out. Because I can experiment with that later and find that out for myself. And we can roll with that later. Alright, so here we are. Funky Diddy Kong, hello. P time at noon, so we set up our stuff here. Hello. Alright, so get on here. Live streaming is what I am up to. So let's see. The reason we couldn't do that is because of the because we can't block the signals behind it. We'll experiment with that some more when I see Dead Kittens, aka Kronos, hops back on, so he can explore around with this. So let's. Oh, there he is. All right. So you were saying that that there's a way to block the signal. What I'm saying is, okay. So let's say that we have 3 lines. Wordmidge is asking, what is the IP? The IP is the main RDF server, but it's a private server. You have to go through our application process to get on it. So, unfortunately, if you're not already an RDF member, you won't be able to join me. But you're welcome to apply. Anyway, so let's see. We've got so I've got this signal going on behind here, which sends 3 things across to here. We've got this. Actually, hang on. Let's say that this is what we want, like this one in front of it. All right. So you got three back here, and another 2 in front of it. When this one is activated, so that we have these 2 on here. It also has to block whatever's behind it. So it has to block these 3 torches. I mean, granted, it's just reproducing them with 2, but it basically has to be able to turn this middle one off when this one is specifically on. So if you can figure out a way to make that work with standard ROM, I'm going to be very impressed. I can't just invert the output because it's specific for each individual image. I'd have to have a specific re-output set for every for every image. So like I'd have to have a whole nother ROM set back here dependent on what I wanted inhibited. So it would be even larger. I mean, and that's the like I said, that's the reason for the pistons, is the pistons condense all of that into one nice little compact system. Unfortunately, because of the piston update bug, it doesn't work. You know, guys who are interested in joining, it does not hurt to apply. You might be surprised. I mean, we don't really look for the. I mean, obviously we want the super geniuses like, you know, Seth Bling and all of them who are a part of us, but we don't. That's not like a criteria. You don't have to be able to create a 32-bit, you know, multi-threaded processor to be able to join us. You just have to have some, you know, understanding of Redstone and the drive to put it together and want to learn more about it and experiment with it and build with it. I mean, basically, we just want to make sure that our resources for our server are being used by people who actually have a genuine interest in Redstone and not just people who have kind of like a passive interest in Redstone. So, yeah. If you do have a genuine interest in Redstone and want to be a part of us, you're more than welcome to apply. I mean, the worst we can say is, you know, no, that you have to learn some more. But it's not an insult. It's just how it is. All right. Let's see. Got that going. All right. So I'm gonna split this up, and make this go up a bit here. First, I gotta get rid of this. And then we gotta split this up and spread it up a bit. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. The visual data is here. Hey Shrog, how's it going? So I want to make sure that we, you know, select that one there, and then we go over here, and select this one. I'm not really worried about the one behind it because there's like not any visual data there at all. So we're going to move that up, I believe by 20, because we have 21 blocks, or 21 height. Let's get rid of this because that's going to confuse it. And because we have 21, this one stays here, so we'll go one. I think that's right. I think. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Yeah, 20. Okay. So let's see if that works and hope it does. Move up. Move 20 up. So we've got that. Okay. Now let's see if we move this up by 19. I'll make sure I'm doing this right, which is, you know, questionable. Always questionable. Move up 19. Oops. Move 19 up. My bad. Okay, that gives us our one gap, which is how it's supposed to be. So that's good. Let's keep rolling with that, and let's see what happens. Let's see. Kronos has something new. What do we got? Think this will work. What is it? Is this it? So we have a signal coming through. Lock, and it raises it up. Yeah, I mean, essentially that's we tried something similar to that in the last episode, but it doesn't work because the other pistons are in the way. I'm just gonna roll with this because we spent a good amount of the time last time working on it, and we're unable to come up with a good solution. And so, other than this, and I mean, I could spend probably another 3 episodes experimenting and trying to figure out a way to get it to work. But I'm not, you know, I personally I want to get this done. It's, you know, we're on episode 5. We've got the visual data mostly complete. If we come up with a better way to do this later on, great. You know, we can always adapt it or make it work, or, you know, whatever, or come up with version 3 that if it makes it more efficient. I don't know, and I don't particularly care, but I just want to get this one done. So, you know, move 18 up, because we have a system. The system works, and yeah, we're gonna roll with that. Funky Diddy Kong, you are welcome to make version 3. You're welcome to make any version you want. I mean, I'm not. I may have come up with this, you know, the 3D stuff first or whatever, but I'm certainly not the master of it. I mean, I'm not going to restrict anybody from using the same concept to build something, even if it's like 10 times better than what I can make. That's awesome. That's the whole point of being an engineer and developing this stuff, is that, you know, we can improve on it. I'm not a stickler for, you know, my stuff. I don't care if somebody takes and makes a better one than I can. I think that's awesome, because then I'll learn from it and be able to put that towards my next project. So, you know, go for it. More power to you. What was that last one? I think it was 17. Move 16 up. Let's try it. Eek. Hey. That's wrong. Undo. Move 17 up. Cool. So that's working. And again, we're going to have to shift the screen up and redo the busing for this, but it'll work. And I just want it to work. I just want to see this thing in action. I don't know about you guys, but if there's one thing I've learned from, you know, writing and working on stuff and building projects, is that you can nitpick something to death, sitting there working over and over and over to get like the best optimized version, to the point where you don't even want to work on it anymore, and it never gets done, which kind of defeats the whole purpose. So, yeah, I'm gonna stop nitpicking over, you know, stuff and just make this thing work. Move 16 up. Was that it? Yeah. Ooh. Ah. Oh, yeah, that looks good. Very good. All right. We're on a roll. Rolling, rolling, rolling. All right. So we're gonna move that 15 up. Move 15 up. Good. Everything's lining up the way it should so far. Move 14 up. It's like a countdown. It's kind of cool, because then I'll know, like, I've got 13 more to go before everything's moved into position. It's like a very, very, very slow countdown. Move 13 up. Move 12 up. Move 12 up. Hello, game control guy. Welcome to my live stream. Sorry you kind of came in at a, of course I don't know, maybe you've been watching this whole time, but if you are just tuning in, you kind of hit a kind of a boring moment where I'm shifting all of these up and spacing them all out by one. That was what, 12, move 11 up? Yep. Move 10 up. Oops, not 19. Not 19 would be bad. We're at the 10 mark. Should be half and half, roughly. Actually, a little less than half because yeah, it's odd number instead of even. But yeah. Hello, Denkata 18. Hello, Eric. Yeah, this thing is crazy. I'm not gonna lie. It's crazy. Shoot, was that 10? Move 10 up? No, I already did 10. Right, move 9 up. Yes. Yes. Oh, well, welcome. Yeah, there's a lot. Kind of like jumping into the middle of all kinds of fun stuff here. If you've just tuned in for the first time, yeah, we're on episode what, 5? Yeah, episode 5. So there's been a lot that's happened since the beginning of this. A lot of rebuilding, so a lot of discovery, a lot of fascinating innovation. So. Well, I always post it to Reddit, to be honest. It is, I post it to Reddit, I post it to Minecraft forum, 8 up. I post it to Planet Minecraft. You know, I try and get the word out as best I can. Yeah, so. Cool. Excellent. Oh, yes, I also normally post on my YouTube, but I forgot to do that this time. So, well, I mean, this episode will get posted on my YouTube also. So, you know, there's that. Move 7 up. Ooh, we're getting close now. Move 6 up. Move 6 up. Move 5 up. I guess. Yeah, 5. Yeah. That's what comes after 6, right? I'm not that bad at counting. Move 5 up. Move. Cool. So we should be able to get really, really close here. Really close. Move 4 up. Move 4 up. The problem with the previous spacing was that there was a piston update glitch that affected this system, pretty much rendering it useless. So I have to add the extra space to get to circumvent that glitch. Move. That was it 5? What am I on now? Anybody know what I'm on now? Is it 4? I think I'm on 4, right? 4? Well, let's try it. Let's see what happens. Move 4 up. Hey! That's not right. Undo. Move 3. No! Bad. Also bad. Forgot to put the up in there. Now. Move 3 up. There we go. Then 2 up. And then 1 up. And it'll be perfect. Oh! Yes! I love it when I measure something and it actually comes out properly. That could have been really bad. Move 2 up. Oh yeah, pistons are both the greatest and worst thing to ever be added to the game, if you ask me. So I mean, they're so weird. They totally operate completely different than every other redstone device and the way every other redstone interacts with everything. That puts a lot of limitations. You can do like, for example, if pistons worked like every other redstone thing, like repeaters or like torches or, you know, everything else, then you could make a very nice screen that had, you know, 1 piston per pixel instead of having to space it out to 4 pistons per pixel, which is a bummer. I mean, it's not a terrible bummer, but it, you know, it's not as nice and neat and condensed as before. And of course the screen is all screwed up because the inputs are all off, but yeah. But you know, and like I see Dead Kittens is saying, there are definitely advantages to the piston bug. I mean, while it doesn't work great for things that I like to do, it does work great for things that other people like to do. And see, that's one of the things I absolutely love about Redstone. All right, it's glitchy. There's no denying it. There are some things about it that just don't make sense or freak out, and you know, you got some weird glitches like Redstone not updating properly or whatever. But instead of just like, you know, giving up, we use that. Like, people take that idea like and contort it and twist it to make something like the bud switches and things like that, and turn glitches, you know, that break some things into entirely new creations. And that's brilliant. You know, that's awesome. I love that. I'm just getting rid of this extra stuff on the end here. Pop. Okay, so here's the old spacing, here's the new spacing. It's about 20, you know, blocks taller. It doesn't line up with the TV the way it should, which sucks, but you know, what are we gonna do? Oh, thank you. Himariko says, Barrick, you're wonderful at speeches. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's a good compliment. That makes me feel all warm and fuzzy on the inside. Okay, so basically we're going to have to figure out how we're going to get this new thing spaced. I have to shift the display up. I have to gut the old stuff. So let's go ahead and let's gut that now. We are going to gut that now. And we do need to keep this one, so we're going to go all the way down to, I don't know, here. That's about right, I think, yeah. Set, air. Goodbye, busing. You served me well when you were working right until I screwed up and, you know, stuff. So, yeah, I think the screen is going to have to be moved forward. I also think that, I mean, it's obviously going to have to be moved up also. So let's do that. No. Yes, Funky Diddy Kong. What is up? Let's just build this out for a second here. That would be great. If I could keep everything tiny, that would be awesome. I'm not gonna lie. I like innovations and stuff. So if you can build something that can do that, that's great. You will be the first out of a lot of people who have tried to help me out on this and tried to make it smaller. Move up 10? 10. Oops. No, not 10. Move up. Move 20 up. Right? I think. Plunk. The server's hating me right now. It's like, oh my god. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot. It always forgets its it forgets its wool because the piston is extended. Oh, let's see. It's never too late to show me something innovative. I mean, show me what you got. Yeah, this looks very similar to the way I had things set up. Let's see. So you'd have something like, oh, I don't know. All that is operating, so that extends down, which would block signals going past. And then we have the the primary reason why this won't work compared to the way that we had it before is that, you know, it's the opposite. Like, because these torches are off, this should be letting signals pass through and not blocking them. Now we could use something like this and then add like an additional row for the data, but that it makes it, you know, 4 wide instead, or even longer, and I need to minimize the length distance because we're running into the chunk max problem, or at least potentially running into the chunk max problem. Inverted the inputs to the inhibitors. Well, see, yeah, but the other system, like the system that, you know, is currently in place, is both the inhibitor and the data storage. So, for example, like, okay, let's say this. This, because these torches are off, should be passing any information down below. Like, let's say this is another set of this back here and passing this information on. It needs to be passing this information through right now, and it's not. So that when this turns, you know, off and thus turns this on, it lets us, it will inhibit this, and see, it doesn't even inhibit it now. Now that we've got 2 torches, and it's letting 3 torches pass through. So this doesn't work the way that I need it to work, if that makes sense. No, Mort, do not quit Minecraft. That's terrible. Oh, you mean just for the live stream? Never mind, I'm dumb. Alright, anyway, so let's get rid of these. Here, set, air. Let's see, we need to put some wool back in place here, because it forgot the wool, which is fine. You know, that's fine. Whatever. If it wants to be like that, let's see how it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Why am I counting? Because I need to find the middle. This is the middle. That's not the middle. That can't be the middle. Is that the middle? That can't be the middle. Is that the middle? No. Yes? Yes, maybe. Well, that does look a lot like the middle to me. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's the middle. So this should be in the middle of the display, and it is completely not at all. Undo. And undo again, I guess? Right? Because that's what I did. Move the blocks back down. Display. It's lagging pretty bad because the server's very cranky when it has to move the display. It does not like that. Yeah, my bad, people. Sorry. Oh, yeah. Hey, and I remembered. I remembered all the wool. I kept all the wool. Yay. Okay, so we need to figure out just how far we need to move this up in order for it to line up properly. So let's pull this out a little bit so we can line stuff up. The middle of this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's right here. Stick a thing on the side of it just for easy reference. Okay, so let's stick another thing. As I mumbled to myself, you know, like mad scientists do. Okay, now let's see how far this and this are apart. 11 space. Oh, of course, that makes sense. Because math. Yes. Because math. Alright, let's chop this out. Grab our display. Move it up by 11 instead of 20. Because that's how it's supposed to be. Not the other way around. Okay. And move 11 up. Alright, so it's gonna forget that. And we're gonna have some wool because, yeah, that's fine. That works. As long as everything lines up, that's really all I care. Why did I break that block? Now I have to count over again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Here we go. So I got that. And that should be lining up with this, right? Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oops, this one. My bad. And that is not lining up with that, is it? Alright, fine. We'll move, it's not 11. It should be 10, I guess, huh? Because it's 1 too high. 1 too high. Alright. Let's do the magic of undo. I love that command. It's so wonderful. It's the best command ever. Seriously. I mean, the server might not like it because the server is like, oh my god, stop pushing undo. I can't do this. But I like undo. Let's try this again. Move 10 up. And make the server cry again. Whoa, choppy choppy. There we go. Cool. I'm just gonna leave the wool there until we make sure, because I'm getting tired of erasing the wool. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, which is here, which lines up perfectly with there, and because there lines up with here, yeah, we have it all lined up the way it's supposed to. Excellent. Yes, it's glorious. I mean, no, that's actually what I mean. All right, let's see how far back we're gonna have to move, or far forward we're gonna have to move the display. Because I would rather move the display than the massive wall of data. Because server might get cranky at the display, but it's gonna up and croak on me if I try to move this massive wall of data. It's like a staircase. Actually, there needs to be an additional line in there because reasons. All right, let's see. Wow, we need to like move it forward by a lot. Damn. Alright, let's see. So, well, that's technically correct. We need to move it by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Of course 10. Because math. Okay, so we'll move it by 10. 10 is good. I like 10. 10 is an acceptable number. That's not too awfully terrible. It could be a lot worse. Alright, so let's first get rid of the wool, because die wool. Die! Okay. And we're going to move the whole entire whoppity-doodle display forward by 10. Move 10. No, not 19. 19 is bad. We do not like 19. We do like 10. As the Pistons freak out. Plunk. Cool. That worked. Everything's still there. Everything's still in one piece. It all looks properly. Okay. Let's shift this. Oh, wait. No, maybe not 10. Maybe it needs to be 11. Because there has to be another horizontal in there, doesn't there? Oh, that's terrible. Terrible. Alright, I'm just going to shift it forward by 1. Now I'm more like making fun of my own inability to do any kind of foreign accents properly. I'm just butchering foreign accents left and right. Move. Let's see. No, I did click that, right? Yeah. And I did click down here. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, good. And we're gonna move this forward by 1, and let's make the server cranky again. And while it's doing that thing, let's move the rest of this thing too. We'll select here and down here, and move it by 11, I think. Ach, my German is not so good. I think it's 11. 10? 11? 11? 10? 10? Yeah, let's go with 11. Yeah, that's about right. Alright, let's... Oops. Yeah, I'd say 10.5 hours. That's about accurate. How much time I put into this so far. Of course, a lot of that was, you know, debating and discussing and working out different ways of doing things and trying to make other ways work and troubleshooting and all that fun stuff. It could be. I am a crazy dude. I like doing this stuff. It's fun. Because every time that something works right, it's like this whole like wave of elation just like sweeps over me. It can be just something fairly simplistic, but if it works, I'm just like, yes, it works. That's fantastic. It's a nice feeling. I like it. And, you know, it's entertaining, apparently. I mean, I have a few people. Oh god, a server reset would be terrible. Ugh. Actually, I've practically server reset myself a couple of times on this thing so far. I mean, see this gigantic chunk right here? Useless! Entirely useless! Like, the first 2 episodes were constructing that, and I ended up abandoning it because it wasn't going to work. Well, it's not that it wouldn't have worked, it just would have added more ticks than I needed. So, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, something like that, I think. Let's see. Oops, actually it would be more like, oh yeah. Do I need help busing? Do I? Yeah, I'll need some help busing with this. I just want to make sure I get everything lined up properly first, before we start busing this, because, you know, it's good. It is always good. See, that would be great, but it inverts the signal, and I can't have it invert the signal. Inversion is bad. We do not like inversion. Which is why I'm using repeaters. Wow, but that adds another tick. Like, I could invert, but that's 2 ticks, when I could use a repeater and have 1 tick. See how that works? Oh, yeah. I think this is what it was. No. Let's try sticking it down another one. Plunk. Yep, that's 1 too far. Okay. So, this guy is the one that needs that, like so. Yep, perfect. Okay, so let's stick this out. Shift this up by 1. Oops. Move 1 up. Except it's not actually. I can do this in 1 repeater instead of 2. At least I think I can. Maybe I can't. I guess this should be back by 1. Can I do this in 2? Yeah, see, I know what you mean. I was looking at that, but that's not going to work either. It was a nice thought, but that's not going to work either. Might be off by 1. Might be. I might be able to fix that. I don't know. Give me a second. I'm going to work my magic here. But I think we are off by 1. Off by 1 miserable little piece of redstone. And if we're off by 1, we could actually condense this down a little bit. No, I can't place a block right there. Yeah, I know. I thought about that too, but that blocks the data, so can't do that either. It's a nice thought, though. A nice thought for sure. Oh, hang on. What if? Well, no, I can't really do that, can I? Nope, that's not gonna work. Yes. Nope, that won't work. Can't have that there, because that blocks data. ROM data. So. Place it backwards. I can't place it on the back side, because that's where all the rest of them are. See? I'd have to redo the entire images in order to do it that way. So, I can't do that. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but I can't do that because I can't have a block right there. So, yeah. It doth suck. Alright. Is there any way to shorten this up a little bit? You know, I could actually... Hang on. Wait a minute. It's long enough if I pull it back by 1. I just have to pull it back by 1. Ha! That'll work. Why didn't I think of that? Let's do this. Move 1. Move 1. See? Ta-da! That'll work perfect. And then what we'll get out of that is, of course, we'll have to move this again, which, you know, is not surprising because grr. Move 1. Sorry, server. I love you. Don't hate me forever. Yeah. Well, that'll do. Because that will line up perfectly. And then all that will line up. Come back, pistons. Yes. Excellent. Okay, so I got that. That's gonna go up. That's gonna go down to there, and so we'll be able to cop that. And it's 1. Yeah, oh, it's perfect. So let's take that and up here and move, or not move, expand by 1, and then stack by 20. It's lovely. Absolutely lovely. Because I don't really need the redstone on top. Guess it doesn't matter, does it? Oh well, whatever. Let's leave it. It doesn't matter. So yeah, we've got the one signal that gets passed on. I don't know where. Oh yeah, it's coming from that. Cool. So there's that. We should have the far line should be lit up too. It is lit up, like it should be. You mean it's actually working? What is that crap? All right, let's first let's sneak into this. Yeah, I was gonna leave that there, wasn't I? Okay. Let's do this. Let's to here. We're going to shift it by 1 in that direction, and then we're going to set wool white. So we have our lovely face, like we do. And then when we break some of this stuff, for example, break that. Put it back so that the pistons will grab the wool like they should. And we should have 2 pixels at the bottom of the screen. Like we do! It's beautiful. I like it when stuff works. It is a good thing. Alright, well let's, we're also going to have to move this thing a lot to get it back into position. Position 1. That's close enough. And position 2. And let's see. So we need it. We moved it up by 10, I think. Move up 10. Or move 10 up. And then we also need to move it back by 10. Move 10. Whoops. Right. I reset the region. Shift up by what, 10? That's shift 10 up. Yeah. I'm bad about that. All right, now let's move it. Move 10. 10. There we go. So that should be a nice. That should reset everything. It should still be in the middle, and if not, well, you know, we can adjust it later. But it looks good for now, and it also gets it out of the way. So, Eric says, "I want to see it work. Hurry and finish it." I do too. I want to see this thing in action. It should be a lot faster than version 1, which would be fantastic. I would be loving that. That would just be glorious. All right. Let's run a line across. All right. So if any of my wonderful RDF army people are listening in on this, which I know several of you are, because you're awesome and you love me, I could use some help in taking and rebussing all this stuff. So yeah, I have to build the steps for each level. Hence why I'm calling out for assistance. Yeah, so you indeed. And I'm used to doing this by myself, so having the help is awesome. My RDF guys, you rule. I love you. You're awesome forever. I mean, it's not so bad once you get one, because I only have to do, what, 20 of them or something. Oops. Maybe I can... Oh, that's not going to work, is it? Alright, there. That fixes it. How much faster this sync version will be? It's going to be at least, at a minimum, 1 second faster in its render time. And that's just the visual display. The actual process itself, where it calculates where you are and displays what should be on the screen and everything. That's going to be a little. That's also going to be faster, but I don't know how much faster compared to the old way. It should be, you know, quite a bit faster than the old way. So I might be able to shave 2-3 seconds off. So we might be down to like 5 seconds per frame when you hit a button instead of the 7 or 8 that it was in version 1. Still not exactly, you know, Quake 3 or anything, but for a Redstone game, that's pretty cool, if you ask me. There we go. Yeah, we put the stuff in the thing, and the thing in the stuff, and we run the line down, and we run the line down. Yeah, it's a thing of beauty, yo. Thing of beauty, yo. Alright, so I gotta, you know, add an extra block in here. There are a few ways to extend the signal out far enough to be able to hit the thing, but that's fine, whatever. I'm not particularly picky as far as that's concerned. I just want to connect the thing. That's all I want to do. Tell you a story! Okay. I can manage that, I think. And not be too distracted. I think. Let's see, a story. Redstone lights up 16 blocks. And then you have to use a repeater, or an inverter, or some other such, you know, utensil. Utensil. Place a deep on the torch there, so make sure it's working right. 15, right? Excuse me, not 16. 16 if you use an extender block with the repeaters. It's gonna look kind of cool. I'm okay with that. I am okay with the way that will look once it's all said and done. Oh, right, story time. Yes. Well, yeah, 17 if you use 2 extender blocks. But I don't, you know, well, yeah, I guess you could consider this on the block. Yeah. You could consider that a block. Good point. Yeah, 17 is the maximum distance that we've been able to extend the signal out to so far, via trickery and conniving and sneakiness. Story time! Yay, story time! Let's see. Well, we'll keep it relevant to Minecraft. I could talk about the early days of the RDF when myself and Blue Dragon Tao first founded this organization that has now grown to like some 400 members or something. I can't even believe that how big this group has grown. I mean, I'm so proud of being a part of this. It's awesome. Okay, so yeah, early days of the RDF. The RDF actually didn't start off as the RDF. The RDF was actually a part of a group called the UTD, which stood for the Union for Technological Development. It was a group that was founded by a guy named Casey, and Casey had the idea of getting a bunch of people together and innovating in Redstone and with other things involving Minecraft. And he originally, when I first made my first true Redstone invention, which was Pac-Man, the first version of Pac-Man, Casey commented on the video I made of it, and was like, hey, you know, that's really awesome. I've got this group, want to get together and make cool stuff together. And I was like, sweet, that sounds awesome. Let's, 2 heads or 4 heads or whatever is better than 1. And at the time, I think the UTD was about 12 members or so. It was a fairly small group, fairly, and we didn't have. Oops, I guess I should have done that the other way. Oh well, whatever. We didn't really have. We didn't have a server at the time. So I pretty much. I mean, I live in Alaska. So for those of you that don't know, and we don't have exactly the best of internet connections up here for running servers and stuff, but it works in a pinch, and it works on a small scale, which we were at the time. So basically that's what we did. I hosted the server, and we recruited Blue Dragon Town, and we Blue and I and Casey and everybody started working on some Redstone stuff. Now Casey was not too familiar with Redstone at that point. Mainly his experience with Redstone was Redstone cannons. That's what he loved to make, is he loved to make cannons, and so that's what he did. He'd make cannons on the server while while we worked on some other stuff. And at the time, I was brand new to Redstone. I made Pac-Man. It was my first experience with. What are they called? The RS Nors was in version 2 of Pac-Man. I mean, I was a noob. I didn't know like hardly anything about this stuff, so I just kind of. Oh, hang on. How are we off here? Are we off? No, we're not off. It just looks. No, we're off. How are we off? Uh-oh. 1, 2, 3. Did I do that? 4, 5. I wouldn't be surprised if I did that. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4. How are we off by 1? Are we not off by 1? Oh, you're digging into that. Oh, well, I guess it's not. Huh, never mind. It's all good. I just did it in an opposite direction from everything else. Yeah, that's kind of cool. We got like this nifty looking gap thing going on. Hold on, guys. Bad deal. We can't have extra repeaters here. That's the whole point of the busing. And by having the extra repeater, it causes an extra delay. So if your system relies on repeaters, then we have to, we can't use that. We have to, Yeah. All right. Well, anyway. Okay. So we'll just we'll just keep it going with the same way that I've been doing it, because apparently that seems to be working. So we'll just roll with that. All right. Anyway. Okay. So yeah, early days of the RDF. Put it on there. We got it rolling with the UTD. Everything was going all right until no, yours isn't. The bottom ones are no good. It's because they use an extra tick. So we have to. We're gonna keep redoing it. We're gonna rebuild it this way. It won't take that long. We're having fun chatting and stuff. So, and it's story time. Huh, that's unusual. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, story time. Yeah, so everything was going well. I was starting to. I was working on the first generation of my television, which was it's a pretty cool system. I was having fun with that, and unfortunately, Casey was starting to get argumentative. We got to arguing about pretty much everything. The main thing is that he wanted every project that was created on the UTD server to be quote unquote property of the UTD. No matter who made it, It was, the UTDs. It wasn't that person's creation. It was the UTD's creation. And that was something that both Blue and I were very much against. We felt that was unfair to, the creators, ourselves, and also everyone else that we might recruit at some point. So we were just like, that doesn't really jive with us. We want it to be more of, an open thing where everybody creates their own thing. And we got in a really, really big argument about that. And he said some very mean things to both Blue and I. And so Blue and I were like, all right, well, obviously this isn't working. So we're out. We're out of here. And this was granted, this wasn't all in like one session thing. This was over a period of like 2-3 weeks of us trying to come to like an agreement, trying to find a resolution, and it just didn't work out. So Blue and I got together and we're like, okay, well, this idea of having a group is great. We both really liked the idea. So did a lot of the other members, and so we were like, okay, well, let's make our own group. Where we can do it the way that we want to do it. And so we split off from the UTD and created the RDF, and that caused a lot of tension in the early days. Pretty much the UTD was gutted. A lot of the people, after seeing the chat transcriptions between us and Casey, left the UTD and joined us. So it was basically all the way back down to just Casey. And he was very, very bitter about that, and pretty much did everything he could to discredit the RDF and badmouth us everywhere. So pretty much the first couple of months of the RDF's existence was all damage control, just like going onto the forums and reporting some of the things he was saying to the moderators, dealing with the moderators, telling them what the situation was, so on and so forth. And it was a very trying time for all of us. But we just kept going. We kept treating it just professionally. We were just like, we didn't address anything that he said. We just kind of let it roll and let people make up their own decisions based on our actions rather than things that other people say. And because of that, we were able to, overcome that situation and grow into the organization that we are today. The UTD was our major competitor, if you will. Casey rebuilt it and recruited a lot more engineers to help with their projects. And they, for a while, they were basically making a second version of a lot of the more simpler devices that we would create. Like we create a 3-bit adder, and then they would create a 3-bit adder that was a little smaller or faster, or just the same thing but just configured differently. And that went on for a while. And to be honest, I actually appreciated that because competition drives innovation. So like when the UTD would develop something that was smaller or faster than something that we created, it forced us to go back and see if we couldn't make it even better than we had before. And that's kind of how the world works. Especially as far as businesses and things like that go, is you have to have competition to drive that kind of innovation. Unfortunately, for the most part, it wasn't a very friendly competition. Casey did and the UTD did a very good job of keeping those old grudges alive. And hating on the RDF for a while, and we're not perfect either. I know sometimes some of our members and stuff would retaliate and say some stuff toward them, and they would say some stuff toward us. I mean, it was a rivalry, so I kind of expect that to happen. And but we kept, we tried to keep it clean as much as we could. And unfortunately, in the end, Casey was not able to retain a server host for very long periods of time. He went through like 3 or 4 of them or something like that. And there was another big argument that happened internally. I don't know a whole lot about it, other than I know that a lot of the members, a lot more of the members split off and left again. And so nowadays the UTD is dead. You can still find their forum. I mean, there's still some of the people are still around, I believe. I recently saw some of the people, and pretty much all the remaining people, they're still hanging around on the forums and stuff. They were not there long after the RDF UTD split up, and there's not been any problems. They haven't given us any crap or whatever. So they're all good. They're all good folks and stuff. So. But that was kind of the how the RDF came about. It was inspired by the UTD, and if it wasn't for those arguments and the credit grab, if you will, we would still be the UTD. We wouldn't be the RDF. So it's kind of an interesting little history lesson while I'm putting this thing together. And Casey, if you're out there listening, or you even pay attention to Reds, I think he pretty much gave up on Minecraft and has moved on to other stuff. But if you're still out there, I don't hold any grudges, man. There's no worries. If you want to come join us, you can do that. I don't hold any grudges. It was a long time ago. It was like last year, so no worries. Shit happens. Alright, let's see. Does that work? No, because it needs another space, doesn't it? Right. Well, I can still make that work. I can push this out a further block. It doesn't really look like I'm running out of room here. Which is good. Oof, I'm gonna have to get a drink of water here. Long stories make for dry mouths. Hang on a second, guys. Fortunately, I've got a water bottle close in hand. Yeah. Internet time is definitely, well, especially Minecraft time. Oh man, Minecraft 1 year ago, so much different. So much different. It's like a whole different game in comparison to what it is now. It's kind of hilarious when you look back on it. Excuse me. Let's see. Let's chop all this stuff out. And we'll keep rolling this back. I think I started around 1.1 or 1.2 is when I first started. The first version of Minecraft that I had. Something like that anyway. Oops. Oops. Do I remember my very first night in survival? Yes, I do. Very fondly, I remember my very first night in survival. It was intense. What got me to buy Minecraft was, I saw, the Enterprise. Everybody saw the Enterprise back then. I saw a few other videos, like the guy who burned down his house. That's an infamous one. Infamous Minecraft video, early Minecraft video that was hilarious. But what really got me to buy Minecraft was Internet for the Win. or Internet FTW, when he built that the basic ALU that he did. That was mind blowing to me that you were able to create a computer inside this video game. And I saw the other stuff, and it looked awesome. It looked, I saw a lot of the other gameplay videos. I started seeing all that stuff, and I was like, you know what, this game looks cool. I'm gonna check it out. And so I bought it, and I was like, yeah, this is cool. Notch is awesome because he's doing this thing, and everything's cool. And I remember getting on there, and all I knew was, you had to punch trees and get wood, and that was pretty much it. Like, that was all I remembered from the videos and stuff. So I was like wandering around, and I got the trees and I got the wood, and I was just like, okay, now what? I don't remember what I'm supposed to be doing. What am I supposed to be doing right now? Then night fell, and panic ensued as I was being chased around by the most vile creatures on the face of the planet. And it was intense. It was very, very intense. The stuff that was made was going on. I was hooked right from that point on. I was hooked. I was like, this is awesome. I love everything about this. And I started playing around with sand. Actually, sand creations were my first stuff. I made some cool secret sand messages. Where you'd have water break a torch in the or signs, and make the sand fall. And I made some cool messages in the sand that would, like, you'd hit a switch, or you'd break a block, and all of the some sand would fall, and a secret message would show up, and that was pretty cool. But it took me a long time before I actually started messing around with redstone, because I don't have real world experience with, like, circuitry and boards and stuff like this. I mean, I understand binary. I know binary, so that definitely helped. But other than that, I was just kind of winging it. I had no idea what I was doing. I was just kind of making it up as I went along. And of course, I still make it up as I go along. I have no idea what I'm doing most of the time. I just kind of like, oh yeah, that works. Let's roll with that. So, yeah, that was basically it. I ran my own little server for me and my friends for a little while before I donated that all to the UTD, and yeah, it was pretty good times. I really enjoyed it back then. I still do, but once I started getting into redstone and stuff like that, I stopped playing survival because I got bored with it. There was nothing to do. I mean, once you build a house and some fortifications, and once you've got stacks and stacks of, like, every resource, and what do you do? There was, like, nothing to do. So I kind of got bored with it. And honestly, if it wasn't for redstone, I would have stopped playing Minecraft. About sometime around April of last year or something. So redstone's kept my interest, because it's fun and it's innovative. Alright, well, we're almost finished here, guys. Almost. That bottom line works great. I just gotta finish up this last line here, and we'll be all set. Oops. And well, not quite all set, I guess, because I still have that whole top row to do. Ugh, I don't want to do the top row. That sucks. That sucks. So this is the worst part about these large, insanely huge Minecraft inventions, redstone stuff, is the busing. If there was an easy way to do the busing, this would not be nearly as tedious. But of course, there isn't an easy way to do the busing, because that would be too easy. or something. I don't know. I know that we're working on adding some scripts to our server, like some scripting capability, in which case we could probably write some scripts that would that be more helpful as far as busing is concerned. At least I hope so, because that would be cool. Like if we could write some scripts and have the scripts operate and just be like, you know, click here, click there, say, you know, / line, and it would draw a line of whatever material, like, you know, like these steps. That would speed up this process by, by a ridiculous amount. I mean, it would be glorious to have that kind of capability. And that's something that can be done in a script, you know, so that's cool. That is very cool. So maybe one of these days we'll have that capability, but for now, we're stuck being all tedious and crap. You know, but, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Oops. Alright, so once this is done, which it pretty much is right now, as of right now, then I'm going to be stacking this out all the way across. Man, none of these things would be doable without World Edit or some other kind of system for copying and pasting. I mean, can you imagine taking and doing this for every single row of every single bit of these, some 400 times or whatever? That would be crap. I would have given up on this a long time ago. I'd have been like, see, it's possible in theory, and that's about as far as I'm getting, because screw that. But fortunately, we don't have that problem. Now, fortunately, we have World Edit, which lets us cheat, quote unquote. Alright, so stack 20. I don't know who's working over there. Oh, shoot. That's not exactly right. Hold on. Undo. I mean, you had the right idea, but wrong execution. Because I forgot to expand it by 1. Now let's stack 20. Flump. She's like, Gah! Alright, so we're gonna put this in. We're gonna keep going there. We're gonna keep going this way. Yeah. So. My laugh is funny. It's very funny. I like to laugh. Yeah. Okay. Alright. Oh, what am I doing here? I guess first we have to. Oh, I should be doing that the other way. Oops. I gotta stick to my own standards. Stick to my own standards. Alright. So I gotta build it this way. Because reasons. Keep going for the most part. It's too bad I can't just like select this whole thing and be like, flip it around and make it work. Just like invert it.
What was what? I don't know what you're talking about.
My Igor voice. Alright. No. No, you can't flip vertically as awesome. Yes! / make it work. That would be fantastic. I would love that. I want that command. / build me a processor. Alright, well, we should have, it should match up nicely with the one below it. Slash bust the shit for me, please. Yes. Yes. There is a flip command. There is definitely a flip command. Unfortunately, it just doesn't work the way like that. I've experimented with it and it doesn't. Because you can flip it. Well, let's try it. Maybe it's been changed. I remember it didn't work before. But well, let's just take a chunk. I don't even care. Let's just copy this. Copy. No. Run over to my little hidden area. Ooh, look at this. Easter egg. This is the 45-degree display that I built in that tutorial video that I did. Alright. Anyway. Oops. Boop. Alright, so paste. And it looks like that. Right? Right. So if we do flip. Flip. Yeah, but what direction would it be? Because it's not like it would flip up. Let's see what that does. Paste. Did that work? Did that work? I mean, it kind of did. I'll have to fix it a little bit. But that worked. That did exactly what I wanted it to. Wow. Learn something new every day. That's fantastic. I can't believe that actually worked. That's mind-blowing. Mind-blowing. Yes. Credit to RMB 9797 and Umiriko. You guys are awesome. I can't believe that that worked. I mean, I can't really. It's not very precise. Or if it is precise, I mean, I'm sure it is precise, but I don't know what the parameters are. So, yes, this is exactly why I stream, so that we can all participate in the creation of such awesomeness. Because you guys are awesome, and you guys are brilliant, and I'm not even lying. You guys are fantastic. All right, so let's mess with that. Undo. Flip. Up. Paste. Other than the fact that it's raining redstone, that looks just about right. Just about. It's real close. It's close enough. And I can make it work. Let's copy this over. Alright. Whoops. Alright. Hello, Teapotted! Welcome. I didn't know that you were viewing. That's awesome. I don't know when the server's updated, because that's entirely dependent upon Bucket. And so it's kind of up to the developers of Bucket as to when they're going to update their stuff. You know, there's a lot of people that have a lot more connections as far as the Bucket community than I do. So I know Jassassin, you know, tracks that stuff like a hawk. So as soon as that gets updated, we'll have it. Oops. But yeah, I don't know. I don't have an exact date for that yet. Alright, so we've copied that. Let's fly over to our little display here. I'm gonna try pasting it onto here and hoping for the best. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. Oh my god, that worked. Are you people seeing this? Because I'm seeing this. And I'm seeing it as working. Which is awesome. Verification check. Make sure everything lined up properly the way it's supposed to. Ooh, hang on. I might have a problem here. Oh, yep, hold on. That's not quite right. Undo. That was off by one. Let's stick it here. And up by one. Paste. Yeah, ha 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 ho 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 hee 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 ha 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 ho ho ho. That worked. No, overlay. Yeah, overlay redstone does work now, I believe. So we'll see. We shall give it a shot. We are at an hour and 56 minutes into our lovely, lovely broadcast for today. And we're going by my usual scheduled time, which is 2 hours, which never ends up actually being 2 hours. It always ends up being like 2.5 hours, because, you know, like I do. We're almost done busing. We're really, really close. Yumarico and RMB 9797 found an awesome way to get this to the busing to flip and work right. So much help for them. Props, thanks to them and all that. Overlay. Now we just have to replace. Yeah. Overlay redstone still doesn't work, unfortunately. Which is lame. But, yeah. I'm gonna just have to do it manually. I was trying to think of a way I could get away with it. But I can't really get away with it, because I also have to readjust this stuff. Oi! Come back. Thank you. Jerk. What is your major malfunction? Oh, that's his major malfunction. Kicking me off the server. Yeah, I know it doesn't work by the ID either. It's the actual item itself, the ID and everything that's restricted. Because it can make a mess of the server, which is why we have it restricted. What is up with this? I got kicked off the RDF server. That's terrible. Refresh. Well, I'm still streaming, so I know my internet didn't die. But apparently the server did. Huh. Come back, server. Come back. Server. I love you, server. Alright. Well, it looks like we might be having some server issues. Maybe something just hasn't working on it or something. So, yeah. Who knows what happened. But it is 1 hour, 59 minutes, and 45 seconds into the broadcast. So I might actually be forced to stop this on time. In which case, next week I will be going through and finishing that little tidbit up. and then finishing up the rest of the busing. Or I might just pop on there tonight and finish it up. I don't know. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. Oh, is it up now? It's up now. Never mind. I'm going to finish it now. I want to get that done before this episode is done. Whew, dark out. So we're gonna push the limit like I do. And hello. He has no explanation. Well, that's not unusual. It is Minecraft after all. Tea time at noon. Cool. Let's see. Question about POTC version 2. Will it have sounds? I thought about it having sounds. It's not out of the question. It's definitely a possibility. It would be cool. Oh, really? Don't be like that. Is that how you want to play this? Yeah. Hey, Mort. It looks like this is running not quite long enough. I might have to tweak these a little bit. Let's see, what can I do to fix this? Oh, that's powered. I just go break it down by one. Hang on, I got it. Never mind, it's all good. Boop. Oops. Wait, no, that won't work. Ah, what? Oh, wait. That'll work. Haha! Victory is not mine. Never mind. Spoke too soon. Spoke too soon. Oh, yeah. Oops. So put that and no. Let's see if we put this here, so, and then this here, like so. Oh. I am doing it wrong. I know I am doing it wrong. And I cannot think of a solution right now. My mind is just running blank. It's terrible. Alright. I mean, I know there's a way around this. There's always a way around it. The question is, what is the way around it? What, move these torches one block back? No. I don't want to mess around with any of that stuff. If I don't have to. I mean, if I have to, I have to. But if I don't have to, I don't want to. So there's that, but that's not far enough. Please, by all means, Morton, if you can figure out how I am screwing up here. No. Okay. Let's see. I am always open to ideas. Okay, I am game. Kronos says he's gonna log on to show me what his idea is. I am okay with that. That's how it works. Does this one work? I don't know. Let's find out. Does this one work? See, when we have a torch here, powers it. That goes down far enough. How? Oh, because the angle I'm at, maybe? I just can't get it up. I'm off by 1. Oh, I must be able to figure this out. There's always... always. Yeah, it was a TV, wasn't it? T-botted, if I remember right. I remember that was my first introduction to you. Was when you built that that piston TV. At least I think it was you. You know, I'm with you, Mort. I am with you. Like if we can't figure out an easy way to fix this, I'm just gonna add that extra tick in there and say screw it. It's not worth going through and redoing it all over again for 1 tick on the top row. I mean, there's only like 3 or 4 pixels on the top row that ever get updated anyway, so yeah. No, because if we, I don't know about, yeah, that won't work. Use a piston. That's an interesting idea. That's kind of like that idea, actually. Oops. Wait. There's probably a way to do a piston somehow. I'm just not thinking of it right now. Oh. If I had the piston, like so. Yeah. Yeah. Do I want to use a piston? I mean, yeah, it could be better than that, but... Hello, Titanic Nut. Do you have a good solution? I'm all ears. More eyes. Yeah, look at you. Okay. I will be there. Yeah. Yeah, it takes a fairly hefty computer to be able to keep up with a TV display. That was one of the problems I had when I first made my original TV. Was you know, it was slow. It worked. It was good, but it was slow and clunky. It could have been better, and it was. I've expanded on it and made several versions of it since. Let's see. So if we have that, and we have a piston thing here. No, not quite. Not quite a win. Here, let's just knock this little thing out here. Because if you notice, the torch is actually right here. It was a good idea though. It was a good idea, for sure. For sure. Nice attempt. I think I'm just gonna go with the screw it. Let's add another repeater, or well, let's see. Well, let's try and get the piston working because that's kind of fun. Pistons are fun. Oops. Oh, Oh, I'm sure we can do it with the piston. I was gonna figure out how to do it. Let's see. First, we need. Oh, yeah! Awesome. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, was having a torch and repeater combo thing going on here. So, I just need the space to be able to put it here. Which is tricky because, you know, I'm running out of space again. Because I got this back here. And on top of that, it's not going to do it any further than what it is. Alright, well, let's change this around a little bit. I don't think that works, does it? Nope, it breaks the torch. That's what I thought. Okay. Yeah, we can't put that there. So much effort. You're right. You're right. That's more of a challenge. I mean, I could just slap another repeater on here and call it good. But I like challenges. Challenges are fun. That is the challenge. The big challenge is the space, because we're running out of it. Yeah, if I had more vertical space, I'm sure I could work something in. And, well, let's see. If I had this coming down, like so, pops that out. Let's see here. Put that here. Put torch here. That's gonna spin that, but that doesn't work like that. It's not gonna send the signal through. I'd need one more block in order to be able to do it that way. Yeah, that would work. Hello, Titanic. I think it would work anyway. Let's see. Let's say we had a thing going here. Boop. That passes the signal on. It still doesn't reach. It doesn't reach. That's funny. That is funny to me. Alright, screw it. Let's just add another tick. Wait. Yeah, well, I know. I see this. But we don't have the space to do this. That's the problem. We don't have there's not enough space in between these lines in order to put this. without blocking the signal behind it. So we're just going to add a second repeater and call it good. There's like 4 guys trying to put a repeater there. Oh, that's funny. All right. Oh! Wow. You got it. I think. Wait, no. Can't do it that way. Cannot do it that way, Titanic. Nope, because see, if there was a torch here for data, it doesn't pass through. So this has to be up by 1. No. This has to be up a level. Yeah. Has to be like that, unfortunately. There's always something. Always something. Alright, well, like I said, forget it. You know? I'll just add the extra repeater in there. I'm not even gonna bother with it. Mort has an idea. Okay. Nope, that won't work. I'm running to. Nope. Well, if you got an idea, I am all ears because I am out of ideas. Yes. Let's make it unusually and unnecessarily complicated. Oh, that makes me laugh. Alright, yeah, we're just gonna say screw it. I'm just gonna add another another repeater in here and call it good. I'm content enough with that. 1 tick on the top row is worth the sacrifice. So now we've spent like, 40 minutes trying to, shave off one. What the heck happened here? Oh no, this all got moved down by 1? What? 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 How did the, what? What? How did, oh my goodness. I don't even know how that got so, oh, now I do. Crap. There we go. I was like, how did that get so screwed up? I'm going to have to shift all those down because they all got shifted up when Titanic moved all that stuff. Shoot. Alright, well, let's fix it. No, what? Yeah, pretty much. I just gotta fix this now. This one was wrong. Oops. Munch into this just to move stuff up like the way it should be. Oops. Did I do that right? No. Breaking the wrong ones. There we go. Much better. Would what fit? Yeah, that would fit. I think that would work. That might do it. Let's find out. Well, yeah, but it only needs to be in one place. All the rest of these connect properly. See, like when I put this here, blink, all of these, they all tie in properly. So it's only the top row that's affected by this glitch. Not so much a glitch as an engineering error. So, alright, let's see, what do we got? We basically take this, extend it out. I'm just going to duplicate what you have here, Teapotted. Something right there, there, over there, right there. There's that. Oh, but now it's too far forward. I wonder if we shift that back by like 2 or something. Yeah, let's try this. Move 2. Or something. Oh, no, no, no. There we go. So say we got that. And that. Oh, break that. And that broke. Go off. Let's double check that. Okay, that's off like it should be. Replace the thing. And it's on like it should be. Guess I better connect this. It's still off by 1, guys. It's still off by 1. Alright, well, we're gonna say screw it. And, yes, Emerald. What do you got? Oh, no, we don't have enough room to do it vertically. Because then it interferes with the line below it. Alright, let's... No, we're just going to do the top row. We're just going to make it work. We're just going to do the top row with the things. And call it good. Because it works. And if it works, it works. I agree. I'm adding the repeater and calling it a night. Because I'm... No, what? No, stop. Stop. What are you doing? You're just... What? Are you... What? Stop it. Stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it. Stop it. Everybody, just quit it. Stop putting blocks there. Everybody keeps putting blocks there. There cannot be a block there. There cannot be a block there. If there was a block there, if I could put a block there, it would work. But I can't do that because there can't not be a block there. Okay, so we're just going to add the repeaters. It's going to be a 2-tick delay, and we're just going to call it good. And it's gonna, everybody's going to be happy with that. Because that's just how it is. Alright. Quit putting a block there! How many times am I going to say quit putting a block there? This is not a repeater. This is a piston. A piston is not a repeater. It's not... Oh my goodness. Alright. Well, it looks like the stream is broken. Or something. I don't know. It still says I'm streaming. So I don't know what's going on. But the server just went down again. And we're going to call that good for the night. I'm going to take care of getting that bus with the repeater properly next time. And we'll go from there. It's not worth the effort. It's really not. It's just not working. So, yeah, we'll call that good. It's been about 2.5 hours, you know, which is like it is. And, like I do. And so, I'm going to call it good here. For the people who are on my live stream right now, sorry that you're not able to see this little bit, but when this gets saved and uploaded to YouTube or whatever, you'll get to see the ending, the proper ending. Haha. And next time, hopefully we won't have as much server issues, and we'll be able to get some more stuff done. Like I said, I'm rapidly approaching just hammer it out and make it work mode, instead of trying to make, you know, nitpick all of the efficiency stuff. So yeah, thank you for watching. Appreciate it. I'm going to be having the next live stream is next week, of course. It's every Friday at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And I look forward to seeing you all again there. And, you know, until then, happy redstoning.